And then we'll hit record on this. All right, welcome to Founder's Journey. I am your host, Josh Pigford, founder of Baremetrics. We offer business analytics and insights. And now it's been usually, I would say, business analytics and insights for Stripe. But now this podcast is about how we now work not just for Stripe, but we're business analytics and insights for Stripe, Recurly, and Braintree. So that's exciting, super exciting. Today, that's what we're going to talk about. This week, I'm trying something a little new. So there's the podcast, which is audio, the noise for your ears. And then I'm also recording a video of this too. So I'll post that on YouTube. And then I'm also live streaming this puppy on Periscope. So I have hit some sort of, the number of internet points that I have gained in this moment, maybe too much to handle. I don't even know what I'm going to do with all those internet points. Either way, let's jump in. So this week's, I have tentatively titled this Embiggening the Mission. We now support Recurly and Braintree. That's what this is ultimately announcing. But I want to talk about how we got to that point and why we're even doing it at all. So today we're launching the biggest update in Baremetrics' history. And we're expanding our platform to support Braintree and Recurly, in addition to the Stripe support that we've always had, with even more data sources on the way. One of the most interesting parts of being an entrepreneur is the constant evolution. So a lot of my role is just putting things in motion. It's sort of like pushing a snowball down a hill. Maybe it gets huge. Maybe it crumbles before it gets to the bottom. Maybe it makes it to the bottom, then hits a tree and explodes. So the fun part of that is you just don't know how things will play out. And I think that's kind of exhilarating. So what we're launching today is a chapter in our book that I legitimately never planned on when I had this idea for Baremetrics a few years ago. The scope of my thinking was just, hey, I need this thing for my business that uses Stripe, so I'll just stick to that. And it was going to be this side project for two other SaaS businesses that I had at the time. But what I didn't anticipate was the nerve that this would strike with other founders. So every founder wants easily accessible insights into their business, and Baremetrics is equipped to do that. I also didn't anticipate how much I thoroughly love helping other founders. I've had thousands of conversations with founders over the years about every facet of business. And if I'm being honest, helping other founders is just plain fun. That extends deeper into our team as a whole. It's not just me, it's all of us. And the intersection of those two things, I think, puts Baremetrics in this really great spot to serve the needs of a lot more businesses. And there's no reason we can't help all online businesses. And today marks that first step towards bringing that to fruition. So our mission is to equip businesses with the tools that they need to grow. And by providing tools, insights, education, all with minimal effort on the business's part, that barrier to make actionable business decisions is lowered dramatically. Everything that we do is driven by this mission. Everything we do needs to positively answer the question, does this help businesses grow? And that mission shouldn't be limited by the data source or the business model. And that's really sort of the impetus for our expansion today. So like I mentioned, today we're launching support for Braintree and Recurly. And in the coming weeks and months, we'll also be adding support for PayPal, Chargeify, as well as our own API for sending us the data directly. I'm legitimately giddy about getting to meet and help so many at least new to us businesses. So you can sign up for a free trial today. As usual, if you have any questions at all, you can talk to me. So whether that's about Baremetrics, it's about business in general, you just want to talk about life, whatever, I'm happy to chat. I love talking to other founders. And that's it for this week. Thanks for listening to another episode. This one's pretty short, as I try to keep them short. So we'll also keep them short. And I also like to have trouble ending the podcast. That's also one of my favorite things to do because it gets awkward. So I'm wondering if we can maybe drag out how awkward the ending is, and maybe see if that helps anything. You should go to iTunes and rate this. That will be helpful to me, and you'll probably get a lot of fulfillment in life from doing that. If you use Braintree, Recurly, or Stripe, you should also check out Baremetrics. That's another reason this podcast even exists, so I should mention it, is, business. That's it. Thanks for listening. Baremetrics.com. That's an important part of this, is the internet. You have to use the internet here. And I think that's it. So thanks for tuning in on both the podcast and maybe here on YouTube if you're watching this now, or live on Periscope. That's cool. I think that's all. All right. The end.